Nobody wants to buy a $60,000 electric Civic. But people will pay $90,000 for an electric sports car. It's obviously tricky to convert cellulose to a useful biofuel. I think actually the most efficient way to use cellulose is to burn it in a cogeneration power plant. That will yield the most energy, and that is something you can do today. A battery by definition is a collection of cells. So the cell is a little can of chemicals. And the challenge is taking a very high energy cell, and a large number of them, and combining them safely into a large battery. Boeing just took $20 billion and 10 years to improve the efficiency of their planes by 10%. That's pretty lame. I have a design in mind for a vertical liftoff supersonic jet. That would be a really big improvement. I think Tesla will most likely develop its own autopilot system for the car, as I think it should be camera-based, not LiDAR-based. However, it is also possible that we do something jointly with Google. I think there are more politicians in favor of electric cars than against. There are still some that are against, and I think the reasoning for that varies depending on the person. But in some cases, they just don't believe in climate change. They think oil will last forever. What most people know, but don't realize they know, is that the world is almost entirely solar-powered already. If the sun wasn't there, we'd be a frozen ice ball at 3 degrees Kelvin, and the sun powers the entire system of precipitation. The whole ecosystem is solar-powered. The fuel cell is just a fundamentally inferior way of delivering electrical energy to an electric motor than batteries. Even if there's a zombie apocalypse, you'll still be able to travel using the Tesla supercharging system. We have this handy fusion reactor in the sky called the sun. You don't have to do anything, it just works. It shows up every day. So, there's quite a big keep-out zone, and when you factor the keep-out zone into account, the solar panels put on that area would typically generate more power than that nuclear power plant. If you had to buy a new plane every time you flew somewhere, it would be incredibly expensive. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. The key test for an acronym is to ask whether it helps or hurts communication. Trying to read our DNA is like trying to understand software code, with only 90% of the code riddled with errors. It's very difficult in that case to understand and predict what that software code is going to do.